okay, I'm concerned about my health. I think I'm in good health. I take care of myself physically and mentally, of course, but I know that right now I'm just not on the right side of keeping it myself in shape physically. So that's a concern. But then now I'm blocked by my own relaxation, like my own yeah, but life is also good like this because I'm not in pain and it's not suffering physically right now. So why bother, right? It's
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah. So there's this ease and flow and this enjoyment and this finally permission to relax, dare I
Yeah,
say it,
exactly.
and be. And then on the other hand, there's still work to be done. There's still exercise and everything else.
Yeah, I mean that's what Eckhart also says. Life still, throws challenges at you, and of course, yeah, unless you choose for a lifestyle as a monk in a somewhere. But yeah, life is still happening, and you, in some form or another you have to take care of it because otherwise, yeah, you might end up under a bridge, and even though you're enlightened and awakened, that might not be where you want to be. So anyway, that goes really. It's more the it is so much almost in flow that I'm wondering like, wait, what? There's still these things that I'm feeling are not right, but now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, what's the motivation to, or why can I just not, or should I, or maybe like I said before, I'm this close to really changing it dramatically. But I know if it comes from a place where I do this with force, it's not flow, right? So, yeah.
So let me just check your intentions here, because I understand you want to live healthily and you want to have a good daily rhythm. But at the same time, you really want that relaxation time with your family. So I'm wondering where, if anywhere, saboteurs might be feeding you narrative. And can you identify which saboteurs?
I mean, in terms of saboteurs, I forgot the one which causes this, but it's the one that says, don't even go there, don't take the effort because it's not going to be the effort, protecting you from making an effort. That kind of saboteur. I don't know
The avoider?
The avoider, yeah, exactly that. But
so what is the avoider's positive intention for you?
Exactly, to keep me relaxed and protected from all sorts of stress.
Okay.
But the idea of the thing is that so many things that were stressful before are no longer stressful. So what am I avoiding? That's what I don't get.
Okay. Would you be willing to try an NLP exercise? We might have done this years ago, who knows? Mm-hmm. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the two different needs, right? So on one hand, put your hand out. Mm-hmm. I want you to imagine there's a ball of energy in that hand. Okay, so is it your right or your left? Which one do you want to hold out? Okay,
so left hand out.
Okay, so you've got this ball of energy that stands for your need for relaxation, the fact that you don't want to be stressed, your commitment to your family. These are all the things that you're actually committed to now. So these reflect your need, right? Your need to look after your family, to not get stressed, and to be calm and content and relaxed. So I want you to actually shut your eyes and feel that energy in your hand. Feel the texture. Notice, does it have a color or a particular weight or a vibrational frequency? How would you describe that ball of energy in your left hand?
Yeah, it's kind of fluffy and comfortable. It's white.
So it's fluffy and it's comfortable and it's white. So just allow yourself to feel that energy in your hand. You could literally feel it, feel the warmth and the weight of it. And then on your right hand side, I want you to have another ball of energy that represents your commitment to live healthily and to change your daily rhythm for something that energizes you. And just describe the texture and the color of that ball.
Yeah, that ball is like colder and heavy, like a bowling ball, something, and blue.
And how does it feel on your hand? How does it feel having to
It
hold
feels
it up?
quite heavy, so yeah, heavy and cold.
And what do you feel with relation to holding that ball?
Well, it feels like it belongs there, but it's also something that I feel like it's taking energy to keep it there, up there in my hand.
Okay. Now, without thinking of it, without overthinking, I want you to clap your hands together. Combine that energy and just feel. Just feel what comes up for you as you combine the two energies and you allow the wisdom, the sage of your body to just integrate that. And I want you to see what possibilities open up as you combine the two, as you allow all of the needs to be met.
Yeah, it's interesting. It kind of like a calm energy. Instead of just this silence or the relaxation just per se. It's more I can almost feel like how it would change the way I move through the day.
I want you to expand that energy out. Just feel it in your hand, almost like, Tai Chi, that ball of energy. Just feel the consistency. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then feel into what it would suggest for how it would change how you move throughout the day.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's like I strongly feel like it's in really movement, like how it physically can energize. Physically can energize my presence, my physical presence and movement. Sorry. Okay. Oof.
Yeah. So where would you like to take that ball of energy and put it into your body? Containing it still within your hands. Where would you like to place it?
Well, it belongs somewhere in my upper body, close to a bit lower than my heart, like really in the center.
Your solar plexus. That's your emotional center. So take it and put it in there.
Okay.
Okay. And just allow that to integrate. Notice what you feel. Notice what comes up for you.
Yeah, it feels a lot lighter and a lot more. Yeah, I know, like I'm loosening up,
Mm.
but not to relax, but more like also almost to move easier.
Yeah. Without any resistance. And from that space, just ask your body, ask yourself, what would the optimal day look like for you? So that you can continue to move with that flow and that lightness, moving easily.
Mm. Yeah, no, I think yeah, I can see how it sort of feels now if I push, move more, be more out there, but especially just stepping away from all this online time spent online, because it feels really like when I think of it now, it's that is draining so much energy, which is not what I mean. With the energy I feel now, I can move, I can. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what I just needed, the sort of realization of how the energy flow can change.
Mm.
Mm.
So as you come from this place of realizing how the energy flow can change, and you can have all of your needs met, what would you like to commit to now?
Well, maybe to the saboteurs, like, is there any still in the background? I think there are, but I mean, at the same time, like, I would recognize better the moment I step in, so it's easier to stay in this, in this flow of moving energy than when I would just let them in.
What do you mean by let them in? So I'm hearing your preempt, your saboteurs.
Yeah, like I mean, by recognizing they're still there, even though they've become smaller and less present. I know they can still just be there in corners and still, prevent me from doing what I really want to change.
Yeah. And what that brings up for me, Matthieu, is this whole idea of, you were talking about suffering. The only suffering that there is through resistance. Now you've removed the resistance. How does it feel?
No, way better.
Yeah. And as you feeling this embodiment of sage, of energy, what can you do if you notice your saboteurs arise? How can you discern between the genuine need for taking care of family and relaxation and avoidance?
Well, there's definitely a I can almost sense or feel the difference. But it's hard to express in words. I'm sure that when it happens, I'll yeah, I can step up to it. I mean, sorry, this like I don't know. Because I know I feel moments where like, yeah, this is me present, and then others, but this is me not doing things, avoiding things. Somehow there's this trust in me that I can make the distinction.
And normally you can tell if it's saboteur because it comes with the negative emotions. Like there's that stress, or there's that knowing that you're avoiding, that creates that anxiety. Yeah. So while you're in the state, is there anything else that you want to ask of yourself or to clarify for yourself?
No, it's really this with this lifestyle change that and the sort of finding the trust in myself to just make it happen, that is important right now.
And when you talk about finding that trust in yourself, what comes up for you?
Well, right now I feel I have that trust. So let's say I've found it, and the art of it right now is to keep it there and to make sure it doesn't get snowed under by saboteur actions or circumstances or whatever.
So what resources or support will help you make sure that you keep to this and not get snowed under by saboteur reactions or circumstances?
Basically trying to go back to the feeling of this ball of energy that I just put there in the area of the solar plexus. Just visualizing that again. In the moment I think I'm diverting or
I'm curious, what color is the ball now that it's in your solar plexus?
Sort of alternates between it's like green and red.
Yeah.
And like it's like it's oil on water, but then it changes green, red. It's moving. Or it's like, it's
Almost
not
like
static.
a traffic light.
Yeah.
Move, stop, move, stop. Is what comes up for me. Traffic lights, green and red.
Mm-hmm.
And what will help you stay accountable to that discernment and this new lifestyle?
That's a good question. I'm not so sure. It will have to come from within myself, I guess. Like I said before, keeping track of the trust in me that I know what's good and what I really want. I think that That, yeah, but it's inside of me. So the accountability is then also with me, in a sense.
So remaining present and trusting yourself.
Yeah.
And as we look to activate on this, Matthieu, what will this physically look like in terms of living healthily and changes, if any, to your daily rhythm?
I don't know, maybe feeling lighter in my movements, just simply looking less tired, looking healthier, basically, feeling yet more. Yeah, especially moving around in a lighter, more energy. That's how I think physically that will change.
I noticed within that, so my question was all about what changes to your daily rhythm and how you live healthily. Nowhere within that was the get up earlier, go to bed earlier. What can you notice about that?
Well, that's a sign of being in that new flow and being able to enjoy like the mornings when everything is still quiet, whether I'm at home or walking. Yeah, there will be also a great feeling of and a confirmation of yeah, this is what I really want. The freshness of the morning, the promise of a new day.
It doesn't feel heavy and cold.
No.
It's uplifting.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, Matthieu, just I invite you to open up your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not facing that direction. I thought it was.
So as we look at what you were trying to accomplish in this session, which was, your current lifestyle is reactive rather than proactive, and you're kind of looking after family and too much online and not enough exercise, and that need to live healthily and change your daily rhythm. The goal being working out what that resistance is and finding ways to change it. What would you like to summarize as your key takeouts?
Well, basically the change itself is something that I have in me. I just need to want to find and like right now it feels like I have access to it. The trust that it is okay and it can be done in the same flow and with the same, but with a different energy. But still, using it's almost like also the change can be effortless and it will be actually energizing. And that feeling I really want to keep with me. Because it is not much of an effort in a way. So at the same time, I can feel that it will bring a lot of positive energy. Like the other day when I managed finally to go back to bed early and I woke up at 5 and I got up and I felt rested. There's a new energy that comes with it. That even 2 hours later, I was cycling through, somewhere through the street, and I was just admiring the trees, flowers that were somewhere. Just really something that is so much easier when you have that energy and that positive feeling with you, because you're rested, because you have enjoyed an early rise in the morning. So that I know it's there, and the change itself feels now less of a real effort. It's feels more like a flick of a switch now.
Yeah.